We're James and Jenna, husband and wife from the UK. We recently packed up our lives in England and traded it for a new life in upstate New York, in the hopes of having a better quality of life, becoming financially independent, and pursuing James's lifelong dream of living in America. We invite you to join us on the journey as we tackle our most challenging renovation to date, turning our 1800s house into our dream home. We promise to share the highs, lows and struggles of DIY and hope to inspire others along the way. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. Good morning, welcome back to the next chapter on the renovation diaries. The chimney is finally gone, so we are very happy to be not starting something new, but continuing work in the basement with some fresh motivation. We are just off getting some supplies.
Down in the basement where we've taken the chimney out is where our next beam is going. There's a couple of plumbing parts in the way, which I'm going to have to make a workaround for now. So we're just going to go and pick up those bits and bobs so that we can come back and get cracking. We also didn't realise, and we'll show you in a bit, that we've forgotten a bit of the bricks. So we're going to have to take some more bricks out. But I think it's like 10 bricks. But we'll show you, and you'll see why we missed them. As we said in the car, we missed some bricks, which are these ones here. It should just be a case of knocking them out, except now it's about above our heads. So, just for safety, we got some hard hats. That's just in case it all falls at once. I don't expect that it will, but it keeps us safe, you know, PPE and all that. Jen has the actual hard hat, the sight hat.
It's really loose.
It's got a thing on the back.
It? How do I look?
Do you feel safe?
Yeah. Ow!
Alright, hopefully this is easy. It is not. Not moving at all. This is not fun. I hope you're not all like that.
It really doesn't want to come out.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping I would just dig into it and it fell down. But
We'll have to clean it out. Does it stop?
yeah.
It looks like the whole chunk is going to come out.
That's what I wanted to do. That's why I wore a hard hat. And I just know if I yank this, I'm going to whack my hat. Joke.
Can you take the bit off and then change it and then try and release it that way? Just like that. Oh yeah. What are you doing? You can't come down here.
The next step that we need to do before we can fit the joist that's going here is get rid of all of the woodworks that's in the way. So that's this here, some of the stuff on the left and the right, and then there's some stuff behind that there's just a plethora of wood that I'm not sure why so much has been used, because none of it's in a supported position. So we're just going to take all of this out so that we can chuck our beams up nice and easy. Hopefully these doesn't take as long as the other ones do. And then we've got one more that we need to do on the other end of the basement. Once that's done, I think we can start leveling, which is what we came here to do. Alright, now baby. Want to come out. The nails of these are just bananas. It's just one. There we go. Not going to do anything, you can hold my tools.
Can't really do anything right now, can I? So we've managed to, or James has managed to get out the obstacles, mainly wood, tough pieces of wood around the tree trunk so that we can fit the beams either side. But that's just one side, and then now we have this side to make clearance for.
Yeah, which annoyingly I think is going to be harder. I'm hot.
There's also like plumbing that needs to be relocated.
Yeah.
This is not fun.
But we did say we would show you the highs and lows.
Yeah. This is a low, right?
Yeah.
How low can you go?
Oh, too much energy.
And how many more of those have you got to take out?
Of the ones that are going to have the ginormous nails going into the crap wood, none.
None?
Yeah.
There's
This
one
one
on the
isn't
other side.
it's not attached to the wood. It's just here. Not. I don't want to say floating, but we can chop it and it will come out. Or hammer it and it will come out. Yeah. How did I get so messy?
You got red brick dust, you got wood dust, and you got
sweat dust. Oh. Mandla dust.
mandla dust.
Split. Right in the perfect spot.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes some things
It has to be balanced out, isn't it? Otherwise it's impossible.
yeah. Want to be my bucket lady?
Yeah, sure. I'll be the bucket lady. Blood, sweat and tears goes into the RI. It's quite true. James has burnt himself this morning on that tool and now he comes off on the pipe cutter.
That was on the pipe itself.
Oh, not forgetting the sweat.
Oh yeah.
Just need some tears.
I almost teared today.
Now can I have it?
No, because it would just pull out.
Oh.
Oh.
Stay!
Just like that, we're finally ready for a joist.
Oh, do you have the energy to put the beam in now?
Of course I do.
You feeling better now?
No.
You were having a bit of a hissy fit earlier.
Of course. Sometimes you need one.
It was like really hard. How long did that take?
Most of the day.
It's 3 o'clock, I think.
3 o'clock, so probably 4 hours in total. Don't laugh at me. You make me cry.
I'm not laughing at you specifically. You did it, didn't you?
You gotta go over the top.
Huh?
Gotta go over the top. Gotta go over the top.
Well, give it to me, will you?
There we go. What?
That big spider's there.
Balance it on the top there.
Huh?
Balance it on the top there. And then figure out how to get rid of that spider.
So we've managed to get 2 joists in. We have put a post in place on the first one just to support it. We didn't manage to film it because it was a bit of an emergency, but now we're gonna drill through, well, lift it first and then put the bolts in.
We cut some piping earlier, which is for our shower, our toilet, and the kitchen. So I'm pretty certain we should replumb that so we're not stinking.
We're not stinking.
So that we can actually have a shower. I'm using these little like L brackets, and what they allow you to do is get a nice tight radius in your perspex without kinking it. I think it's just easier to, rather than just having it all flailing around up here. Those are all replumbed. I'm going to turn the well on. Let me know if we have a leak, alright? Whenever we do any kind of plumbing in this house, we turn the well back on, and then we use the tap, and we always get like some dirty sediment, I suppose is what it is, but I don't know if it becomes loose when we shake all the copper. So replumbing the whole house is definitely something we're going to have to eventually do, rather than all of this mix and matching work. Just lovely. It does clear back up eventually, but the whole thing just needs replacing, I think. There it is, back to clear. Not overly sure what makes it do that, but I can only assume that it's because there's so much sediment in the lines.
James is worrying about the colour of the water. I get distracted by my little baby. And she's been sleeping here all afternoon in the compost. Hey, old baby. You sleepy? Oh, buddy. Mummy loves you. Mummy kisses. Good girl.
That is us done for the day. We're exhausted. It was a lot more tough than we thought it was going to be, but
Yep.
the final beam is in. Sorry.
Not the final
Another
beam.
beam is in.
We've got one more to do.
Yeah,
But first we've got to do some demo work, so that's what we're going to get on with tomorrow.
Yeah, bright and early. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so yesterday we finished putting in one of the beams, and then today is hopefully the last beam that needs to go in, right?
Yeah, so it should be the last beam, which is just here. It has already got a sister board on one side that we didn't put in, but we're also not going to change it because our stairs to the basement are linked to this. We'll show you in the other room. So we're just going to sister to this instead and just put one on the other side. However, on this side, over here, there might be one hiding in here. So we're going to have to disassemble this.
Oh, what? Sorry, hiding in the wall.
Another beam.
Oh.
Yeah, there might be another beam hidden in this wall, which would make complete sense that there is. So we need to get this stripped back all the way on this side and on the inside. So if you come with me into this little room here, you'll find our inspector again.
Hey, Dusty. Say hello.
She's always hanging around to see what's happening. So yeah, this is the beam that is built into our staircase. So we don't want to change that, and then we'll just add one on this side and bolt through there, and then disassemble all of this stuff here so that we can see if there is in fact a beam in there as well.
Well, once we take out the demo in this room, we should be able to see if there's a beam, and then if there is, then we can continue demoing this side.
Correct. Yeah. So let's get demoing. is actually an installation kit. So this is the beam that I was looking for. So we have a plan. Our main beam is going to be 3 of these stacked side by side. And what that does is that means that we can get our beams in here stacked up, and we'll shove them in here, and then we'll pack this gap so that when we start lifting it, it lifts this beam as well. So we won't need, there's 3 2x6s here, or 2x8s, whatever this is, already. So we shouldn't need,
sorry, it's just a spider.
we shouldn't need to add support to this. This is new, so I'm sure someone's done it already. So we'll get this, we'll push this up, and everything will be nice and strong here, and we'll do the same down the other end. It means we don't need to demolish any more than we already have, which is good, because cannot be bothered.
What do you need to do next then?
So now we need to sort out getting this one. Now this one is a bit of a pain because I built this partition wall so that we could have a little laundry room separate from the basement. Our door is attached to this beam. This is the same thickness. So I need to take the door off, cut this out 10 inches, and then slide this in next to it like that.
So a lot of work around, basically.
Yeah, but it means we can still use the door. That's what we're trying to aim for here. So I think we're, because the reason we built this door is because we didn't want the cats down in the basement, because there is openings to the outside world, and we don't want them outside. So in order to minimize how long that this is open for, I think we cut the beam first, cut the joist first, and then open this up, put the beam in, and then put the door back in. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is by far the worst door I've ever put in, because like everything in this house, it's just temporary.
Promise we'll get to the good stuff.
This is the good stuff to me, not the gem.
Yeah, I like the design aspect of it and seeing it all come together.
The ceiling is so close up to my shoe. Almost perfect. There you go, doors in.
Not quite.
And that'll do for what we need it for.
That's done.
Done.
Guess how long it took?
How long?
Guess.
15 minutes.
You said 15 minutes, but it took 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, that's how you hastily put up a door. I wouldn't put normal doors up like this, but I just need this to close and be sturdy.
We had to do some stuff that was temporary, is because it's just to kind of like make it comfortable, the house comfortable, whilst we're doing the actual work, because there was a lot that needed to be done before we could move in.
Yeah, and when
to make it livable.
And when we did move in, so our washer dryer is currently down the end there. When we first moved in, it was down the back end of the dark and dingy snake pit. Yeah.
Over there, which I refused to come in here and do laundry.
Yeah. So
whilst it was
before
there.
we even moved in, I had to put this wonky wall up, wonky door up, just quickly, because I think we had 2 days.
Yeah,
from when we signed over till we had to move in.
Yeah.
So we just had to smash it out, get it done.
Time for some lunch.
Time for some lunch.
Yeah.
And we...
Final beam in.
Yeah, we got the last beam in.
Yeah.
Which is
great
news.
Yeah.
And when we say the last joists in, we should be saying joists, not beams. We've got the last joist in, but when we say we've got the last joists in, we actually mean sister joists, because Each of these at the moment are between 24 inches and 36 inches apart. That's not code. Off the top of my head, I think code is 12 inches. So once we get the beams in place and we can start balancing, well, not balancing, but putting intermediate joists going across, that'll also be on our to-do list. But that's just a case of putting them in, squeezing them up, and then nailing them into the main beam, and putting some noggins, I think they're called, to stop them falling either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think when we come back, we're not going to do very much. I think we're just going to prep the beams. I don't think we're going to get started actually lifting today. I feel like that's a next week's job. So we'll come back, we'll prep the beams, and we'll let you in on how we're doing that.
As we explained earlier, we have this big beam, the levelling beam that's going in against here, which we need 6-inch clearance, but these posts are in the way currently, so we now need to move these down to make way for the larger beam. So that's what we're going to do now.
Flathead screws. So we just done a dry fit or a test fit to make sure that we can firstly get the beam in, because it's going to be a hell of a beam to lug around. We're actually going to move all three in here now and then stick them all together and
stick them? What, with Pritt stick? Sorry.
Help me. Blink twice if you need help. With nails, the way you're supposed to stick them together. Getting our 6-inch thickness for our full beam, which is going to be fun to carry, fun to lift.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. Fun to lift. You
it's
pumped.
because it's going to be hard.
Hard, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, sarcasm.
Okay. To be fair, it's probably going to be me doing it. Because we've got to get the post underneath somehow. So we want to put them together, pinch them in place, chuck some nails in. Is one of our beams done. We've probably added about 10 pounds or 5 kg of nails to it, but it's up. We are gonna put some bolts in there as well, since we just need to chop them down to make them a little bit better length. I'm happy with that.
Yeah?
Should we give it a trial run on how heavy it is?
I suppose so.
Time to break our backs. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
It's actually not as heavy as I thought it was going to be, however it is still heavy.
Yeah.
So we
To
should
lift it above arms.
yeah, and then hold it in place.
Yeah.
It wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be. It's certainly still heavy, so it's going to be a pain to get it overhead height. So we need to do some research on how we're going to get that beam up there. I think for now this is where we leave you. We've got a bit of the prep done. I believe we'll still get the leveling done next week, which is exciting. We're looking good. We're looking very good.
So we're going to lift these bad boys next week and get leveling on the house.
Yeah, seems
one
like
step closer to, you know, starting the real house stuff, which I'm very excited about.
This is real house stuff.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like actual starting the rooms, you know, starting to renovate and remodel the house.
But this is where we're going to call it. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, and if you are enjoying the journey, consider subscribing to our channel.
And if you turn the page with us,
we'll see you on the next chapter.